I danced with 2 people at my wedding, the one I married and the one I wish I married. What the f? Then what are you doing there? That's messed up. That's messed up. First of all, it's messed up to get married to somebody when you want to be married to someone else, but also inviting that person to your wedding is also strange, right? In my personal opinion, it is a little strange. Also, remember when we used to do this? I never did it, but I always like looked at it, where you like anonymously submit your like big secret. This is hers. I feel like I'm like on the internet in 2010 looking at these. I don't know why. I dated 2 of my husband's best friends. They were both groomsmen in our wedding. No awkwardness at all. We grew up together. That's what happens in a small group of friends. I mean, that is true. That is true, and also like, yeah, it. But at some point I'd probably like explore outside of the friend group, but that's just me. I guess like that would be before I like found my husband, you know? Because then I'd be like, well, I love you and I don't want to explore outside of the friend group now. But after 2, I'd be like, well, you know what they say, 3rd time's the charm.
This guy found out that his bride was cheating on him, so what he did to her on their wedding day shocked everyone. And many people say that he took it way too far. Craig and Jennifer had been dating for many years ever since they met in university. Craig had also been friends with this guy named Smith ever since they were kids. When Craig and Jennifer got married, he introduced her to his childhood friend Smith, and all 3 of them became very close. However, Craig became suspicious that Jennifer was cheating on him because she was spending too much time with Smith. But he didn't say anything about it until their wedding day. During their wedding, Craig thanked everyone for coming and got on stage to make a speech. At the end of his speech, he asked the guests to remove the envelopes that were attached to the bottom of their chairs. Of course, all the guests thought that there would be a gift inside. But when they opened it, they saw a picture of Jennifer and Smith having sex. He then walked out and left Jennifer in tears.
Oh, dang. That's savage. Why would he subject everyone to have to see a photo of that? I guess he's like, if I gotta see it, so do you, folks. That's crazy. And like probably people like wouldn't believe him or be like, it's not that bad. So you gotta go with the shock factor. But at the wedding, I've always like wondered, because like it's so expensive to get married. So you go through with it just to not get married? Do you go on the honeymoon? I don't know. Got a lot of questions. My oldest friend married his high school girlfriend the 2nd time around. I was one of 4 groomsmen. In discussion later, we determined that 3 of us had slept with her over the years. Oh, see, everyone likes to keep it in the close friends circle. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I'm not judging, first of all. No judgments here. I'm intrigued. I want to know more. Is it ever weird? Does anybody get jealous? Does this cause problems? Just wondering. A couple of years back, like these photos are killing me. Chris, do you get what I mean by like, I feel like I'm looking at like 2010 internet?
Kinda, yeah.
Where it's like this, like, I don't know, there's something about this style of these photos that I just feel like is, you know, a decade old. A couple of years back, I met my best friend's ex at a conference. We hooked up. My friend and she just announced they're getting married. I'm the best man. Ooh. Ooh, that's what happens, but you knew it was your best friend's ex when you hooked up at the conference and you still did it. So, okay, did you tell them? Did you guys tell him that you did that? I got questions. 2 of my friends got married. The groom cheated on his bride quite often, including the night before the wedding. Cool. An anonymous text was sent out and spilled the beans to the bride. A fight ensued, I would hope, but the wedding continued as planned. Also, the girl that did the bride's makeup for the wedding, well, that was the girl who had been sleeping with the groom. I've never witnessed a more awkward situation in my life. I can freaking imagine. First of all, if I found out that my husband-to-be cheated on me the night before the wedding, that wedding's not happening. I'm so sorry. Everyone can have their food in a takeout box or something, but we're not doing that. No, no, no. Get fucked, buddy. You had your chance. Second of all, no need for makeup now. I'm not getting married anymore, so go have fun. You guys want this wedding for you now? Well, now you owe me fucking 20 grand. People have more forgiveness than I do, though. People have more patience for things like that. No, no, no. No thanks. I'll cancel that whole damn wedding. Don't try me. I cheated on my husband on our wedding day and married the guy I cheated with 1 year later. So the first one went well, yeah? At some point, like when you re-invite everyone to another wedding to another person the next year after you cheated on your first husband, are they like, we're not getting you a gift this time? They're not going to the destination wedding, you know? They're not spending the money this time. They're like, we'll do it in the backyard. On my wedding night, I slept with my husband's brother after we smoked pot. That's the reason. My husband still doesn't know a year later. I like that that was the reason that they gave. They were like, yeah, normally that's not what happens after that. And you're telling the internet and not your own husband. Like, at what point, like, how do you live with the guilt? You know what I mean? I think that's why cheaters always like suspect that their partner is cheating when they're the one that's cheating. Cause like the guilt just would eat away at you, right? I don't know. I think it would personally. I slept with 2 guys on my wedding day, the one I married and the one I, see, what is with people in this? The one I married and the one I wish I did. Like, why are you getting married then? If you want to be married to someone else, don't get married. It's so expensive. You don't have to do it. Like, there's so many reasons. That's crazy. People are crazy. I cheated on my ex-wife before the wedding and the day of. There's nothing I regret more than not dumping her for one of the other girls. Jeez Louise. Oh my god. You see, this is why you don't go through with the wedding when you find out. Like, you know, it's bad timing for sure the day before the wedding, but you dodged a bullet. You know what I'm saying? Kind of. I mean, you did, because you didn't go through with the wedding, which is like, it's way harder. I mean, I guess you can get an annulment. I don't know what that's like, but it's way harder to get a divorce than it is to get married, so just saying. Why even do it in the first place? Even if they're not cheating. Fuck it. Just say no to marriage. That's the petition I'm starting. Say no to marriage. At a wedding rehearsal, I'm a groomsman wondering if I should tell the groom that his bride and I hooked up last night. Yes, you absolutely should. First of all, you shouldn't do that in the first place. But second of all, yes you should. You totally should, and you'll probably lose a friend, but you did the right thing after you did the very, very, very wrong thing. Bridesmaid to a cheating bride. I was asked to be a bridesmaid one Saturday morning. That night, I know the bride cheated on the groom. Plot twist, she has flirted with this guy before 1 year prior, but nothing physical happened and she said she was over it. Plot twist 2, I am engaged to her brother. I feel shitty for not standing up for what I believe in, but I didn't want to cause a family rift, ... Suggestions? I also have an incriminating photo, but don't want to send it myself. It's like this forever like battle of like not wanting to get involved in other people's business, but like at the same time, like if this was me, I would want somebody to tell me because I would be upset to just be like kept in the dark and not know that this terrible thing was going on behind my back. But I do understand being on the other side and being like, listen, I don't want anything to do with this. I'm just trying to like, you know, like if I could anonymously submit this incriminating photo, you know? That would be like a perfect scenario. Well, I mean, maybe you can. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should find a way. There's an app for that. It's all the crazy cheaters we have for today, those little rascals. You know, go hug your loved ones close and say, if you ever cheat on me, I'll never marry you. I don't know. I'm going crazy. Alright, I've been your host today, Olivia Kozlovsky. I'll see you next time. Bye!